Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Hopefully you've had a chance to recharge at the coffee break, and we're on to now our second panel session of the morning, which is entitled Partnering to Deliver Value. And for the first presentation, I'm delighted to welcome and invite up to the stage Ms. Karen McKee, President of ExxonMobil Chemical Company, to get us started. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. Good morning. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to be back at GPCA Annual Forum. ExxonMobil has actively supported and participated in this forum really since its inception, and I'm honoured to have the opportunity to speak with you all today, particularly on the subject of partnership. There is no doubt that recent years have been quite remarkable for our industry. This is an era of complex, interconnected changes. Innovation and new investment continue to drive us forward. Many of our companies have either recently completed significant new projects or are moving ahead with plans to build or expand. Demand for our products has continued to grow and is expected to grow in the future. Yet, even as we meet this growing demand for chemical products, we must be willing to recognize the challenges our industry faces today and will undoubtedly face in the future. Sustaining our current progress will require us to identify challenges early and work together as an industry to overcome them. It will require us to be open to new ideas and embrace the changes that they require. So in this environment, cooperation will be crucial because the challenges are global in nature and complex in their makeup. I see three key trends that will impact all of us in the coming years. The first is a good one. It is growth and demand, driven in large part by the increase in the global population. Over the next quarter century, the world's population will increase by around 2 billion people, from around 7 to 9 billion people. That's a dramatic rise in potential consumers for our products. While there is uncertainty in our year-to-year demand growth, ExxonMobil estimates that the global demand for chemicals will continue to grow and will grow more than the forecasted growth in energy or GDP over the next 20 years. Of course, as you all know, the developing economies drive almost all of that growth, with 2/3 of the growth in demand coming from the Asia-Pacific region, where rapidly expanding economies are leading to an increase in prosperity. Every year, a staggering 100 million people enter the global middle class, driving demand for items that you and I all take for granted: consumer goods, packaged foods, smartphones, appliances, air conditioners, automobiles, all made possible by chemicals. So we have confidence in long-term growth. Yes, this is an opportunity, but it is also a challenge, because meeting this growth in demand will not be easy. It requires significant resources given the scale of our industry, and it is not without risk. Trade restraints, oversupply, regulations, deselection of products, all create risks as we pursue growth. The second challenge we face is continuing to innovate and create new products and new building blocks that can improve the standards of living and make people's lives safer, healthier, and more productive. The history of our industry is marked by creativity and ingenuity. This has been the hallmark of our industry from its inception, and it remains so today. Our ability to develop new products and services customized for unique applications has led to significant advances across a range of industries, from healthcare to food to technology and beyond. Continuing that level of innovation, customization, and collaboration with customers will be crucial to building a better tomorrow for people all around the world. The final challenge is that we need to ensure that sustainability is factored into simply everything that we do, both as individual companies and as an industry. Sustainability is a cornerstone for being a good partner. At ExxonMobil, we take a very broad view of sustainability. Our approach is aligned with the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and the need to balance progress across these objectives. We, as a corporation, talk about the dual challenge of providing affordable energy and products while also advancing effective solutions to address the risks of climate change and other societal issues. Of course, it's already been mentioned this morning that the plastics value chain has its own specific dual challenge of enabling use of polymers to advance human progress while also focusing on the issue of plastic waste. We all in this room certainly want society to continue to benefit from polymers in use, which advance many of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. But we must also work together across the value chain to make progress on this critical issue. As Bob Patel mentioned this morning, the Alliance to End Plastic Waste is a critical coalition to develop real solutions to this challenge. Like Bob's company, LBI, ExxonMobil is a founding member of the Alliance, where we work together with manufacturers, converters, consumer product companies, waste management firms, and recyclers to develop scalable, innovative approaches to address this issue. One of the first projects funded by the Alliance is Renew Ganges, in partnership with Renew Oceans, which is a non-profit organisation working to reduce ocean plastic pollution where it begins, in populous river-adjacent communities in the developing world, where communities have no access to waste management. So this initiative and the others that are supported financially and with the resources of the member companies of the Alliance has the support and buy-in from the entire plastics value chain. And this is making a difference. So the Alliance to End Plastic Waste is an important example of a unique coalition coming together to overcome one of the challenges that we face as a society and as an industry. And its early success in its first year leads me to the question, where are there other opportunities to build unique coalitions to drive creative solutions to other aspects of our business? I believe the answer to that question starts with each of us thinking differently about our companies, about the industry, and how we interact with the world around us. To meet the demands of changing industry landscape, we must expand on the concept of partnerships beyond bilateral alliances designed to simply advance a business objective to one that includes broader working relationships with more stakeholders. We must recognize that we need real engagement with consumers, with customers, with governments, with independent researchers and universities, with other industries, and indeed anyone who has a stake in a better tomorrow. Of course, there is no one-size-fits-all. Every company must make its own choices, but I can share with you some of the thinking that we have at ExxonMobil. In terms of partnerships, we focus on being a partner of choice in every aspect of our business. We think deeply about the way that we work with all stakeholders. Our approach is built upon what ExxonMobil can bring to the table, such as technology, scale, integration, people, and functional excellence in all that we do. Being a good partner begins with an overarching commitment to safety and the environment. Our license to operate as a company and as an industry depends on our ability to earn and maintain the trust of our employees, our communities, the regulators, and the industry. Being a good partner also requires us to continue to enhance our industry-leading project execution capabilities to not only deliver attractive projects, but also continue to give back to the communities where we operate through development of local suppliers, staff, and community programs. We have many partnerships and collaborations with customers, suppliers, universities, and stakeholders, oftentimes in combination. For example, we sponsor a project called Deep Orange, together with Honda Research and Development and Clemson University, where our employees work side by side with automotive engineers and students to design ultra-efficient, lightweight, highly durable mobility solutions for use decades from now. When we develop products that benefit our customers and consumers, such as improving vehicle efficiency, or enhancing crop yields, or extending the shelf life of food while reducing waste, we are doing more than just improving sales. We are positioning ourselves as a valued partner, one that is willing to work hard to develop lasting solutions to the challenges facing our world. Of course, the very best traditional strategic partnerships have stood the test of time. ExxonMobil Chemical and SABIC have worked together for more than 3 decades in Saudi Arabia. And now we have partnered on a project in the US called Gulf Coast Growth Ventures. Together, we're combining the expertise of our 2 companies to plan, design, and build a world-class manufacturing facility near Corpus Christi in Texas. This expansion of our long relationship is built upon our understanding that together we are stronger and more capable than we are alone. But again, this venture is much more than a bilateral partnership. While SABIC is our formal joint venture partner, we consider our close engagement with the community in South Texas as also an important collaboration. Our ongoing Good Neighbour program addresses the key priorities that local residents expressed to us long before we broke ground: health and safety, education and workforce development, quality of life, and environmental stewardship. So in summary, broad collaboration has never been more important for our industry than it is today. Bilateral partnerships will continue to bring value, and innovative alliances and engagement down the value chain and beyond will help our industry continue to deliver effective solutions to the many challenges facing our world. Thank you.